Happy Friday and welcome to 30 Days of Art episode 10. Today's video is titled Farewell to Spring, and as usual I will have a real-time version available on my Patreon at patreon.com/happydartist. It's over 90 minutes long. Today I will be using this special watercolor palette that the people at Rigor Arts were kind enough to send over to me, so if you have a chance, please check them out in the description below. It's a really neat and very efficient little palette. I'm also going to be using these Lil Pods Watercolors and this brush from Holbein. I will have all of the art materials, including all the pencils, markers, the colors, the sizes, the brand names, all listed in the description below, so please check that out for reference. For those of you who have been following along my journey of this 30 Days of Art video series, you might remember when I attempted to do a watercolor painting the last time on my piece titled Koi, and I ended up stumbling into some weird error where my paper got eroded and I was unable to finish the watercolor, so I parlayed that failure into an oil painting. And I had promised a lot of you that I would definitely attempt to do a real watercolor illustration again, and this is me upholding that promise. So for this piece I will definitely be using watercolors and not painting over it with oils. However, later on you'll see me kind of polish up certain parts of the piece with colored pencils and my beloved illustration markers and gel pens and even a metallic gold paint marker. So this is, I guess, more of like a mixed media illustration. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. I had a lot of fun painting it, and it was definitely a really nice break from all these really intense oil paintings that I have been finishing for a lot of gallery shows and clients and commissions. So every now and then I'd love to just do something light and girly and kid-friendly with, you know, very, I guess, fast drying and not so complicated of materials. Okay, so for today's topic of discussion, it's actually very personal to me, and I'm really excited and a little bit nervous to talk about this. Not only is it personal because I've read so many of your own stories and your own requests for me to cover this topic, but it's also something I struggle with every day to this day. So hopefully we can discuss it and we can all learn and grow from it. And the topic at hand is self-confidence, mainly confidence in your own artwork. I have had so many people on a daily basis comment on my videos asking me to talk about how I overcome kind of just the daily self-doubt that all artists face. Looking at your own work and thinking it's not good enough, or comparing it to other people's pieces and feeling discouraged that you'll never be as good as this artist and that artist, and you're so far from achieving your goals, it seems like you'll never get there. And overall, these negative thoughts can deter our energy, our creativity, and make us just feel discouraged to keep going, make us feel like giving up. And I just want to share with you guys this one quote that has helped me every day whenever I feel those grains of negativity creeping into my mind. I always say this quote to myself, and it helps me get through it. So the quote is by Ira Glass, who is the host of the iconic radio program This American Life, and he says, "Nobody tells this to people who are beginners. I wish someone told me. A lot of us who do creative work, we get into it because we have good taste. But there is this gap. For the first couple of years you make stuff, it's just not that good. It's trying to be good, it has potential, but it's not. But your taste, the thing that got you into the game, is still killer. And your taste is why your work disappoints you. A lot of people never get past this phase. They quit. Most people I know who do interesting creative work went through years of this. We know our work doesn't have the special thing that we want it to have. We all go through this. And if you are just starting out or you are still in this phase, you gotta know it's normal. And the most important thing you can do is a lot of work. Put yourself on a deadline so that every week you will finish one story. It is only by going through a volume of work that you will close that gap, and your work will be as good as your ambitions. And I took longer to figure out how to do this than anyone I've ever met. It's gonna take a while. It's normal to take a while. You just gotta fight your way through. So to me, what this long quote essentially boils down to is that the reason we are so self-critical and at times feel disappointed in our work is because our standards are so high, our taste is so high and evolved that we haven't met the bar that we set for ourselves yet. And that's not a bad thing, because the fact that we even have these high standards and high goals for ourselves, it's already so many steps ahead of other people who don't even have this desire, this yearning to improve or engage in any creative profession. The fact that you can look at your piece and detect areas that need improvement, detect areas where you think you did something wrong or something looks off, it already shows that you know how to critique yourself, you know how to find out how to improve, and you already have that motivation, that desire in yourself to want to get better, and that's why you feel disappointed. If you looked at your work and just thought everything was perfect and felt 100% happy with it, then there is no longer a desire to get better. And essentially, the joy of art for me every day is not making a perfect painting and feeling super happy with it. The joy of art comes with the pain, comes with that kind of elusive goal of trying to be better and never meeting my own bar. Meaning, like, for example, right now in 2016, I'm probably better at drawing and painting than I was in 2010. Because in the last 6 years, I've been practicing every day and I've been slowly improving. But it doesn't mean that me in 2016 feels more satisfaction and more confidence than me in 2010. Because as I practice and as I learn more about art and my skills improve, my standards also improve. My bar gets higher. So even though I met the bar that I set for myself 6 years ago, I still have not met the bar that I'm setting for myself today. And in 6 years, I'll meet the bar that I set for myself today, but by then I'll have a new standard and I'll have new goals, even higher goals. And that's not a bad thing. You shouldn't let the fact that you haven't met your goals yet disappoint you. You should let it motivate you, because it means that you already have something so special. You have passion, you have a thirst to improve, and that is the number one source of energy and motivation for a lot of artists to get better, is knowing that they're not quite there yet and knowing they have to get there through hard work and practice. So instead of letting the fact that you haven't reached your goals yet get you down, use it as a source of energy. Harness that frustration, that self-doubt into productivity. Because if you're truly in love with your craft and you truly care about bettering yourself as an artist, then you will have to go through these negative emotions. It's not always going to be peaches and roses and feeling super happy with yourself and always feeling confident and always feeling like you did a perfect job. You will need to get used to this feeling of self-criticism and feeling like you're not where you want to be yet. And a real artist, someone who is serious about this, will thrive off of that hunger, will thrive off of that feeling of really wanting to achieve your goals but not quite being there yet. And the second you achieve your goal, you already set a new one for yourself, and that's how you continuously get better. Alright, so this concludes our video for today. Thank you guys for watching and for always engaging with me. I hope my little ramble today can motivate you. I will have prints of this available at happyd-artist.com, and I will catch you for episode 11. Bye!